Happening, y'all? Rooster McNuggets. I'm gonna make this a quick one. So the war is about real love and fake love. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You ever experienced this fake ass love? You know that it's got only they can only love you in these certain conditions if you act a certain way and you do this a certain way. So that's fake love. That's insincerity. So a lot of this shit comes out of like voting and what else would be paying people. See, these are cop outs to incentivize people because they don't actually care. That's why you have to incentivize them, right? So they don't give a fuck. It's like people go down and vote and think that somebody magically appears that gives a fuck, on the other side of town, that's going to do the work that you voted for, because we're all going to fucking follow the new rules, right? Well, who the fuck wants to do that shit? Oh, you just go down there and vote, and then they'll send some money somewhere so that somebody else will actually do it. Well, they may pay somebody to do this shit, but that does not make them care. Okay, it doesn't make them genuinely, sincerely give a shit about whatever it is that they're doing. Okay, so that's some fake ass love. It's just like all these people wanting to take care of the homeless and take care of the gay people and the minorities when they can't even take care of themselves. Fake love. Fake as fuck, And so the fascists are taking advantage of this and use it against people because people don't really know how to be honest with themselves. Because really they're dirtbags, but they don't know how to be honest with the fact that they are dirtbags. So they constantly tell themselves that they're like really good people, by the way that they voted and by the way that they gave money to somebody, even though all the money that they made is a Ponzi scheme of itself that exploits the fuck out of people and pimps the shit because of the Federal Reserve, which is a private international bank, has nothing to do with America or sovereignty or anything of the sort. Quite the opposite. So not only are they spending a bunch of time working for shit that's undermining our sovereignty, but then they take that money and give it to somebody else because of that debt, as if that's going to help somebody, like as if they're going to actually care about something now because they got a bunch of money. Well, all that money doesn't have any value in it out of itself, which we're all about to find out when the fucking market comes out, because it's already, they printed twice as much, or half of the money in circulation has been printed in the last 2 years. That's a direct theft from your back pocket. But yeah, by all means, let's go keep working for these fake ass reserve contracts. That's how we sell our soul, because all we have is our time, our energy. Well, time is a projection, but here we are. What are we going to do with ourselves? Our soul, our eternal soul, is imprinted on our sole soul, which is our physical imprintation. That's the Vatican there, and they say they inherited all of your shit because, well, you think you're a corporation. When we constantly go in here to these treasonous courts that shouldn't even be operating on the United States ground, but because we don't know what the fuck we're doing on, we actually support a system of exploitation, a global pimp system that we can't wake up to because, well, then what? I'll be singled out. Everybody's already bowed down to the beast, and then if I don't, then I won't have a job and I won't be able to provide for myself. Yada yada yada. That shit been going on for a long time. So the mark of the beast is when you think and do things for the government. When you think that government is essential, that's the mark of the beast, y'all. Because the truth of the matter is that we're all God's children, and so we know we have direct access to source. So we know universal law, which is always in effect. So the fact that we're not actually stepping to that shows that we don't actually believe in that. That is the spirit of the Antichrist, and we are essentially bowing down and worshiping the beast. Our short-sighted natural instincts that are God-given, but when we don't combine them with our higher learning, with the fact that we are eternal, then we are acting like animals. And they're taking complete advantage of that. And so eugenics is the self-governing of evolution. So this is how they justify the direction that we should go in. Who should die, who should live, and what the value of each life is. This is all death, and hence why we're looked at as dead people, and we chase dead presidents, and yeah, so all fake love. It has nothing to do with genuine love. When we actually move in genuine love, and it's a blessing to give. We don't even need to go work for all this shit anymore. We actually get up, and it's a joy to play and I wouldn't even call it work, to construct and create with others, to bring to highlight value that already exists, that we already have, and then we can exchange that in different ways, so that we can develop harmony. But there's no need to work. There's no need to pimp each other. All that shit is satanic and what we've been born into, because we've constantly taken more marks of the beast, whether it was our birth certificate, our social security card, our COVID pass, our motherfucking COVID shot, or whatever we took on where we said, oh, we need government. That's where we fell short. Because what we should have chose to do is fill the gap, to step up and become that person that's so needed, because things are scary. But because we're bitches, we outsource that shit and we call in government. That's some bitch ass shit, and why my folks don't call the cops. We don't call them people because we handle this shit ourselves. Now, granted, we don't always handle it appropriately, but as long as we're continually trying to handle it ourselves, we should learn. We should learn. But when we outsource it and give it to these punk ass cops, or whoever the fuck, these private companies, all we're doing is shooting ourselves in the foot, because we're never going to learn how to regulate ourselves. And so we're inviting these demons in to siphon away our value. I hope that you understand the war now. I hope that you can count the cost and see what is necessary in order for us to actually continue this revolution. Love y'all.